before the game. He told me this is a big challenge for them just from a time zone standpoint. He's tried to do a lot of research with his sports information and sports performance coaches to make sure their team is prepared and ready to fight this east to west time zone travel. We'll see if they're able to perform well here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Boston College about to kick it off. This game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So SMU's offense will go to work first. And headed out now is Kendrick Raphael, the transfer from California. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. It's Jennings. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Boston College. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Hale. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, Kevin Jennings has a high ceiling, David, and we've seen throughout his career when he's playing well, this offense is lights out. This is a guy who's quarterbacked this team to a college football playoff already, but there have been some dips as well. He's got to limit the mistakes. I think that's the whole key this season. Staying healthy, limiting the turnovers. If they do that, they'll be laughing on offense.
And he's not the biggest guy in the world, but his athletic ability really shines through. You just want to see him be more patient in the pocket. Like, make those easy plays. You don't have to always be fading away and make it hard on yourself. But the one thing you know about this offense, it's fast and it's fun. And this is a guy that can scramble around and make big plays.
3rd and long right here. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, third down and long situation to get that conversion and now get...
He's trying to get it in, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, SMU! Extra point here will tie the game.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
The Eagles offense who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out.
And Reese, man, he has been really, really good to start this season. Last week, excellent. But you do got that one loss on the ledger. But they've trusted him. They've put it in his hands. I think you want to see the consistency from the offense, Jesse, as it continues to grow, continues to get better throughout the season. But I've seen some great flashes.
Yeah, the amazing thing is when you talk to people on the inside of the program, they'll tell you if he can keep being consistent, play the way he did last week, they think they can go to the college football playoff. You mentioned the loss they have earlier in the year. They can't afford another one here in the middle of the season. He's got to play great today. But very quietly, they believe this could be a special year if this guy plays well. And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Lets it fly. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, it's Dickens. Past the 6. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Eagles getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's McKenzie. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Boston College, 14, SMU, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Leaves it in his belly. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Hale. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. We've reached a break. Boston College has the lead as we get a look at the stats. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To throw, it's McKenzie. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Mustangs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Right at the line. Here's a little room there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Out wide right, it's Hale. Looking for the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with his second and goal. Trying to punch it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Going for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They're all over it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Dropping back, it's McKenzie. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. SMU spends his second timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. And the Eagles have their offense in high gear. Straight ahead, it's Dickens. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Guys, let's talk about Boston College for a minute. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. Jukes his way for more. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Sets his feet. It's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Gashing the D on the right. To the house. Touchdown, Mustangs. The extra point here would tie the game.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This drive from the 18-yard line. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The Eagles want to pick up the tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking for a man. It's McKenzie. Fires to the right. It's caught. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Now the Mustangs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they've regained the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw. It's McKenzie. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Defense playing a bail technique. Under pressure. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Mustangs will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Powers through the defender. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. On fourth. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. To the air, it's McKenzie. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Finds a man in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Eagles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hits inside. It's Dickens. He's past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They want to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Second down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. big as that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Eagles! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
Looking downfield, it's McKenzie. Throws to the wideout. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Touchdown, Eagles! Fit it in the window for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's in On this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Churns into the pile. He gets it oh so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, down on the Boston College sidelines, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over two.
And here's the third interception of the night. Bringing it back. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. The 20, the 10, touchdown, SMU. The defense putting points on the board.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Addison. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, on the Eagles sideline, one of the evolving storylines down here is the play of their wide receiver, who is having a breakout game. They weren't sure that he would be the star today. He's kind of down in the rotation, but he is showing that he is a go-to guy right now, and the quarterback is leaning on him. He's been productive and electric so far in this game. I expect they will continue to get him some downfield targets. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking downfield, it's McKenzie. Unloads in the nick of time.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghost. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback spot.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Turns it upfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
I'll say this, not a lot of coaching staffs out there would want to go for it on fourth down with the lead here late in the game, but they're going to stay aggressive. They just believe in their own players to go out and execute, and they did it right there.
Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Moore. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Snaps it in the shotgun. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Scanning the field, it's McKenzie. Released to the back. Another incompletion on third down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And that's a play the defense had to have, right? You're down in the game. Offense wants to stay aggressive and go for it on 4th, and they're throwing it. All you got to do is get one stop, regain the momentum, give it back to your offense, and they could not.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Eagles. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. The give. Nice move to keep running. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Caught. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Jennings. He's going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is
leaping grab for a big gain. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They got it at the 30.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw again. Out wide right, it's Cooper. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Back to pass on 2nd down. On the move. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The snap sets up to throw. Unloads it left. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Moves the pocket. It's McKenzie. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Long way to go on 2nd down. after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the one thing we know about this defense is they've got some exotic looks, and they're not afraid to bring pressure from the second level. That time they brought the free safety, and he was able to get home and sack the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Here comes the heat. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Going the other way, and he's got room. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line. And the Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Tells the run, wants to pass. Look out! Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a 1st down and protect this lead. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking to throw, it's McKenzie. Finds the tight end. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rushes on. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the 1st play of the drive. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting...
Got it inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Well, it hasn't been easy, but I'm impressed with what this quarterback has been able to do today, going up against a defense that really had his number. David, he got hit over and over again, took a couple sacks. He's turned it over a few times, but you can't talk enough about the composure and the poise and the resiliency of this upperclassman quarterback finding a way to get it done.
A lot of times you get hit, you start seeing ghosts, it speeds you up, and you don't have the ability to do this, to finish the game. But, dude, the toughness, the resilience, the adversity, this is a guy that's played a lot of football, and because of that, he didn't blink, he didn't flinch, and he just finished this game for his offense.
Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time. 2nd and long here. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Left side, it's Knight. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Sets his feet, it's Jennings. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. The Mustangs will try to convert on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He wants a big play here late. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown Mustangs! Once he got some room, it was over.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly.
Trying to put a little something extra on the board, and he'll take the sack, but they get the victory. Winning can become a habit.